Yeah, son shit, y'all ready?
I hope y'all are. This episode is about how they were actually still in debate about slavery as they were becoming the United States. You know what I'm saying? We gonna have to figure out a way to title that. That's for sure. We gotta come up with a cool title for that. But as of now, it is what it is. Matter of fact, as of now, July 10th, it's been a minute, y'all, but we posted an episode. Today is the 10th, and we posted an episode, and it was Chinese people in Jamaica. Woof! When I tell y'all, we behind for real. But we finally got some good software. And here's the thing, I'm still not, until I'm completely caught up, we're not even gonna get into trying to do the chapters and stuff. I just want to zoom, put it out there. But this is what it is. I told y'all, my baby went, like, it was over with for my main joint. So then it was like a lot of this. I'm a hoarder of software. I'm one of them, if it ain't broke, don't fix it dudes. And I had software that apparently Windows 10 and Windows 11, like, especially I guess with all the updates, especially Windows 11 is like, nah son, that's a little too old for us. We gotta go way back over here and get these drivers for you to even, why don't you get this? And it was really, like, the computer was giving me suggestions. Like, how about this? And I'm up here like a fool thinking, yeah, cool, let me download that, try to edit stuff and move stuff around the way I like to do it. I'm like, this is clunky. This ain't functional for how I like to just move with ease. Scrap that. Hey, give me my money back. This won't that dope. Can you give why? Because I didn't like the clunkiness in it. Next, boom, boom, boom. Next, boom, boom, boom. Next, boom, boom, boom. Finally came across something that was even similar to what I had. And I was like, alright, cool. But I'm going to tell you right now, I am going to go out here and just get it one way or the other. The old stuff. There's always somebody out here like, yo, I got that old thing. You want that old thing back? I do. I really do. I want that old thing back. You know what I'm saying? Knocking the boots. Salute. Rest in peace to Dino. Right? One of them dudes was passed, right? I don't want to sound rude if they not. But I heard one of them dudes was no longer with us. But anyway, what we got going on? This is the episode, by the way, of, like I said, how we were thought about as black people, as slaves, and they were trying to figure us out. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of that, because that was the joint. 4th of July was on a Saturday, so we did the show, and that was the Black History moment. I'm gonna tell you right now. I want to get into all of the stuff that's jumping off with the Noah kid, and then you had another brother who was found lynched after a festival. All of this is taking place over the weekend, and then there's even more stuff going on. But I want to say this piece first before we go any further. What was that last week? Can anybody explain that to me? What did we have going on last week? Last week was trash, son. We're talking 250 years, and it ended up just being whitewashed. This is how crazy this is. And this is coming from my perspective, always, all the time. Don't, you know what I mean? Don't kill the messenger because you don't like the message. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm just giving you my perspective. In the 70s, there was a show called the Super Friends. Google it for younger people, because I see my joint say that sometimes there's a lot of, you know what I'm saying, 20 and 30 something year old people. If y'all 20, y'all don't have no idea about the Super Friends. Y'all don't even know about the Justice League. Y'all might know about Young Justice. Y'all might know about the Legends joint for the CW Arrowverse, but y'all ain't up on Super Friends. Dun, 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 from the Hall of Justice. Yeah, y'all ain't up on that like that. This is what I'ma say. In the 70s, diversity, inclusion. They had an Asian dude, I can't think of what, he did the tornado joint. I'm pretty sure he had a real racist name. They had a black dude who did the lightning, which, by the way, they had Black Lightning. And the word is, because I saw a joint from a comic book geek a few years ago, and he was like, yo, the reason why they just went out here and made Black Vault You know what I'm saying? Instead of Black Lightning, because it was the same joint, was they didn't want to pay the dude who came up with Black Lightning. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, yo, we'll just cut that. And by the way, we'll just use that idea. Boom. You know what I mean? So that's how you got that. And offbeat and off topic. In my head, I always thought Static Shock was like a prequel to Black Lightning. A bunch of black dudes with electric powers. Like, for real, bro, y'all got the... Come on, man. And if you know the Justice League had an episode, I think it's Justice League Unlimited. Justice League Unlimited had an episode where they paid homage to the Super Friends joint, and they had the Asian dude, and they had the Native American, and they had the Black Electric dude, and he was dressed like current day at that time Black Lightning, bald headed, had the outfit, and it's like, yo, y'all really out here sticking it to these people. Y'all nasty. Y'all wrong for that. I hate y'all. But getting back to Super Friends. Super Friends also had a Native American. And they had a joint like Nunchuck. I'm butchering the whole joint, but he'd get big and he'd go back to normal. Boom, boom, boom. Like, not Cheetah. What was the shorty? The shorty that had the Jane outfit. Gargantua. I don't know her name. Whatever her name was. She was one of Wonder Woman's villains. Anyway, that joint, right? Super Friends in the 70s was like, yo, salute to the natives. There's a lot of Asians out here. And there's black people. You know what I'm saying? They kind of probably in their head just mixed Hispanics with the natives. Like, y'all kind of look like, y'all are one of the same. We represented both of y'all. Boom, boom, boom. If you know your history, you know your history. Boom, boom, boom. We got that. You know what I'm saying? But they represented, right? 2026. This country is so diverse. There's multiple, plural. That means plural. Multiple, plural Africans from various African countries. Plural. Hispanics from various Hispanic areas. Plural. Asians from various Asian countries. Plural. Middle Easterners from various Middle Eastern countries. Plural. Europeans from various European countries. Plural. And what we saw last Saturday was just white people. White people. It was almost as if they were purposely trying to deny what this country has become. You know what I'm saying? And don't get it twisted. When people say stuff like the founding fathers never intended for all of this, I am completely with you. I am 100% with you. So much so that if you know the history, they were looking to wipe out as many Native Americans as they could. That is where also you got them shipping Africans, free black people, to Liberia. So I am more than aware of what they were doing with the Mexicans, the Spaniards at the time. I am well aware of all of that. Here's the thing: the game changed post-Civil War. That's when they started really going, yo, we need some of these Asians. That's when they started to allow a couple of the Dutch people, the Swedish, and boom, boom, boom. And those people were also coming to try to set up shop out there in the West. That's the 1800s. 1900s. We go to war. A lot of people want to come over here. Bring your poor. Bring your sick. Bring your elderly. Bring the land. Ellis Island. Statue of Liberty. We about that life. That's where you got all them, the Italians and the Irish and all of the Polish and all that. That's where you get all that. 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. That's where you get all the extra color. Really starts to come into play. This country, within a century of the 1900s, became the most diverse it could ever get. And I say that from 1900 to 1999, Prince. And you look at all of the people here with various backgrounds. You know what I'm saying? To grow up in the 80s and the 90s and even the 2000s and to meet Middle Eastern people that you're cool with, people from India that you're cool with, people from Germany you're cool with, people from Russia you're cool with, Pakistan, you know what I'm saying, African countries, Hispanic people, people from Chile, people from Venezuela, you know what I'm saying, to be out here like, yo, son, I'm kicking it with such and such, you know what I'm saying, from Somalia. And a lot of times, and here's the thing, wow, because we have the World Cup here, a lot of times for a lot of people, one of the greatest pieces of commonality, is that a word? It's going to be a word today. Commonality was soccer, football. There was a point in my life where I could go outside and see a gang of Africans, Middle Easterners, and Hispanics playing soccer. Kicking it. Literally. You know what I'm saying? Basketball, it might be there. Baseball, definitely probably higher than basketball. But nothing is beating football/soccer, right? The bonding moment. Our country is so much more diverse than the MAGA party would ever want to admit. And that is the problem. We had a 250th anniversary that still boiled down to nothing more than, if it's not white, it's not right. And something's wrong with that. Even crazier, Saturday, they had the Patriot Front people, white supremacist group. I watched. I don't know if everybody was up on it like that. I watched. Everybody going, yo, they out there in DC just roaming around. Yo, son, y'all see the picture where they on the bus with the black chick? Boom, boom, boom. Laura Ingraham and a couple of other Republicans were out here going, this is the Democrats. They love showing off their racist history. I think Laura Ingraham even was like, yo, that's Antifa. You know what I'm saying? They said all this over the weekend. Now, by Monday, things changed. They got the right to protest. They have the right to not so much protest. They have the right to walk around like that. What's wrong with that? You know what I'm saying? Did they hurt anybody? You know why she made that shift? You know what I'm saying? She made that shift because anybody in the last month or so that has been protesting against anything Trump supports have been arrested. You know what I'm saying? They're looking to put charges on these people as domestic terrorists. Antifa, the people that they had out there in ICE a couple of weeks back. They're looking to charge those people. They ran up on a dude who did nothing more than hold up a sign. We about to charge you. So when you say stuff like, oh, that's Antifa, oh, that's the Democrats, oh, that's, you know what I'm saying, then or some people are going, it's fake. Those ain't real people, but the protest is real. The walking around is real. Again, if it was really Antifa, those people would have been hit up. The cops would have came, security would have came and rounded them up the same way they do all these other people who stand around and protest, right? I'm just saying. I mean, I could be, am I wrong? Because they're running up on everybody else protesting that they don't agree with. So if you're going to say that we don't agree with them, oh, that's the Democrats. That's a Democratic joint. They out here, you know what I'm saying, resurfacing their old racist history. We ain't roll up on them. A big change happened over the weekend, and one of those changes was, one, that's our peoples. Two, our country will never dare placing any white supremacy group as domestic terrorists. And that's what you would have opened the door to. Which then, once you would have put it on them, it's like, oh, man, we got to put it on everybody. Proud Boys, the Klan, you name it. We got to get them. Nah, never mind. Repeal all that. Fall back. Don't spit that rhetoric. That's our country. That's our country, son. It's what it is. They were still out here, and DC was still carrying on with the karaoke nights. Like, why y'all keep having these people perform poorly? Y'all ain't even looking for some talented people to sing. Y'all ain't looking for no talent. There are high school bands that play better than whoever it was they had playing that night. Garbage. our country had a chance with the 250th year anniversary to go, yo, let's embrace all that is America. And they were like, no, not us. And that's the problem. That is the massive problem. Now, over the weekend, we heard what happened to a brother who supposedly wanted to stay on the island without his phone. You know what I mean? I'ma just throw my hands up. Y'all can't see it, but my hands was thrown up. You know what I mean? I ain't say no words. Hands was thrown up. And now everybody's trying to figure out, well, you know. And again, there's a million excuses to protect one group of people. You know what I'm saying? And it gets old real quick. Personal experience, and most women, God knows most women understand this. No man left behind, right? You might leave the spot early and be like, yo, son, I'm going home. Word, hey, want me to roll with you halfway? That's how that go. You be in an area, you at the spot, and you came in with your mans in them, and you like, okay, yeah. All right, cool, B. I'm about to go home. Word, hey, man, I'll walk with you. Yo, B. I'll be back. I'm about to walk with him halfway. And guess what? Nobody thinking nothing gay about it. That's your mans. Y'all came in together. You gonna make sure he by himself. Hey, yo, man, you good? I mean, I'm gonna holler at you tomorrow. Hey, yo, son, let me know. My moms, my aunts and them. Call me when you get home. All right. Let me know when you get home. I got homies. We weren't even in the same state. Hey, I'm about to go over to such and such out here and whoop de whoop. Word. Hey, yo, I made it. Hey, yo, I'm about to go home. Word. Whoop de whoop. Call in the middle of the night. Yeah, I'm at home. Oh, that's what's up. All right, holla at me tomorrow. We ain't even in the same state. We're not physically going to ever see each other, but that's what we did. There's no way that you're going to try to tell me that these kids, these parents, didn't teach their children that morality. No man left behind. Always make sure you know what's up with your peoples. What? Women know. Women will wait forever for their home. Girl, you need to hurry up. I'm still talking to him. I don't know what you think you wink talking about, but y'all need to hurry up. Come on now. It's time to go. We got to go. And here's the thing. Is that a culture thing? Is that a thing of people of color? Because it ain't just a black thing. I've seen Hispanics do it. I've seen Middle Easterners do it. I've seen Asian people do it. God knows I've seen, especially if anybody has ever been around a college campus, them Asian dudes, them Asian girls, that Asian group, that Indian group, one stray off and dude, everybody just waiting. They'll be outside the building waiting for whatever the conversation is that's going on in the other thing to finish. Oh my God. Somebody looking in. Yeah, they still talking. Oh my God. That conversation can't be that good. Crack open the door. Hey, man, get him your number or something. We got to go, yo. Nobody leaves. Nobody, son. What is you talking about? Then they showed video of an altercation that was jumping off out that way before, and they go, well, maybe that could have led to something. And if that's the case, you definitely don't leave him. Word was, well, the boys were 17 and he was 18. There was a curfew. Maybe things have changed, but I remember being a kid and my OGs, when I was 15, 16, maybe 17, and my OGs was 18, 19, 20, 21. As long as you were around an adult, you was up. Hey man, what y'all doing out here? They with me, man. I'm 19. Alright, make sure they don't get in no trouble. Hey, don't be smoking, don't be drinking. Make sure they straight. Alright. That's the OG. You know what I'm saying? That's how that go. You become the OG. You 18. You 19. And you messing around with a couple of your peers and a couple of your peers who you knew from high school. They still on the low. They still in youngin status. You know what I'm saying? That your man's is a junior. You senior up now. Boom, people come up. Hey, why he out here? He with me, man. We just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Just chopping it up a little bit. Yeah, you know it's past curfew. I'm 18. And y'all together? Yeah. All right. Don't get in no trouble. All right. That's what life was. That was the way it used to be. As long as you was with somebody who was over 18, you was good. 18 and above, you was straight. If they could vote, there you go. That's my chaperone for the minute. Boom. You know what I mean? So they could have stayed and chose not to. Then there was a video of a group of white boys who left their black friend who they knew couldn't swim somewhere, and he had to try to swim. And a lady doubled back around and got him. And I'm saying all of this because this week the narrative has been, don't be the token black person. Me and my girl had a conversation about that. Sometimes it's not that you're the token black person. It's you genuinely are the black person. Like, it ain't like you going out your way to be the black person. It's you're genuinely the black person. You grew up in this neighborhood. The black family. That's the, you know what I'm saying? You went to school with these kids. You played baseball with these kids. You played basketball with these kids. You played football with these kids. You knew them since y'all was in 2nd, 3rd, 4th grade. This is the people you grew up with. It starts getting funky and murky when the outsiders start infiltrating. Why you hang out with him? So you hang out with a black guy? Is that your black friend? You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, that's how that goes, right? Amber has always had a crush on Maxwell. I don't know. I figure if you were a black dude and you're in the suburbs, somebody will probably call you Maxwell. They call him Max. Amber's had a crush on him since they was in 6th grade. Now they're juniors in high school. And Amber has her people in her ear. Why you hang out with that black dude? And she feeling a little something about it. Now he's trying to figure out, because they've been a thing forever. High school sweethearts. Forget high school. Middle school sweethearts. And then it's the pressure of, And on his end, because now they're in a more wider, diverse high school, there's black people going, bro, want to kick it? I'm going to hang out with my homies. I've known them since 5th grade. They don't even look like you, bro. What they know about this life right here? What they know about popping off with this Drake right here? We out here, boom, who you got, Drake or Kendrick? What they know about that? They don't know nothing about that. What you talking about, son? Who's your girl? Your girl Amber? She look like she listen to Taylor Swift. What's up, B? I kind of like Taylor Swift. You one of them. That's not, I'm not making this up. There are people who live this life. You know what I'm saying? We know people who live that life. We are around people who are part of that life. Everybody know the white kid that's cool with it, grew up around black people. He don't say the N-word, but he down by law. And there's white people who are just like, hey, every time I see you hanging out with them. What's up with that? Then my peoples, I grew up around them. And for some, they switch. Same thing with the black people. Same thing with Amber. Amber switched. Tiffany, however, Tiffany didn't. She's still with Octavius. Octavius is still her mans. ... She called him ... since they was like 4. She couldn't really say Octavius, so she would just go ... Now it's just a nickname. Hey, what up, ... How you doing, ... Hi, ... Everybody like, why you let her call you that? That's what she called me ever since we was like 4 or 5. Oh, y'all knew each other like that? Oh, that's what's up. That's cool. That's kind of cute. You know, white girl got some friends. Now they want to hook up. You know what I'm saying? Be ... homie. Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no Dr. Umar over here. All right, yo, Snow Bunny sometimes. Hey. She got friends that look like her. Tiffany. That's what life is. But to say that this man purposely was like, yeah, son, I'm going to stay with no ways of communication. What? How? In today's age, people take pictures of the dumbest stuff. You know what I'm saying? We used remember 5-10 years ago, you thought the dumbest thing a person could take a picture of was their food. Ooh, this is the plate I'm about to eat. What? Is this what you, what? I ain't got time to be, I'm unfollow you. You stupid. And we going by that bit. Now, you know what I mean? There are whole, my girl watched a dude who has a YouTube page, and she watched for a couple of hours this dude condense his week-long trip into like 3 or 4 hours of him going from Florida to Alaska by train. By train. This dude basically archived his trip. There are people who see a crazy bug somewhere and go, oh my God, y'all see this? Y'all ever seen a bug like this? What kind of bug is this? I'm out here in such and such. This is crazy, son. And you gonna tell me that somebody was like, yeah, I don't need my phone. I'm good. I'm gonna holler at y'all tomorrow. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Come on now. What we doing? You feel me? That's my issue with all of that. Y'all on something else. To think that somebody gonna believe that. The game is crazy. This whole week has been wild. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all have seen, there's a new group of people in the civil rights department. You know what I'm saying? A whole host of people who don't look diverse at all. It was like maybe, I saw the picture, somebody posted it, and I saw the picture. I saw 2 black chicks, an Asian guy, what looks like it could have been a Hispanic woman, and maybe a black dude, maybe, but the rest were all white. It was a group of people. The rest of them were all white. It's like, what are we looking at? How did we get here? How did that? What person of color in that mix went, this feels right? This is it. Yeah. I'm good. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't know who those people of color are, but y'all got the Clarence Thomas vibe from me. Y'all in Clarence Thomas zone right now. Y'all part of that Tim Scott joint right now. Oh yeah, gotta treat y'all a little different. Cause there's no way that you get into that and then not go, I don't think this is right. There's no way. You look around and go, this is it. This makes sense. This is normal. It's not. Our president eliminated a bipartisan group that oversees the voting and tries to make sure everything is fair and on the up and up. Gone. You know what I'm saying? EPA. That person is trash. Our country is in a weird place. And again, it's hard, and they want to celebrate for the whole month. It's like, are we really celebrating for the whole month? Because it seems like celebrations stopped instantly. Life sucks. Saw Supergirl. See how I did that? Life sucks, and there you go. I saw Supergirl. Supergirl wasn't a bad movie. It wasn't a great movie. Here's the thing about these comic book movies. They plateaued. They peaked with Infinity War and Endgame. Nothing else is going to give you that. The Batman with Robert Pattinson was dope. The Dark Knight and all that before Infinity War and Endgame was dope. Everything else is subpar, and it's not subpar because it's subpar. It's subpar because you're like, the average moviegoer is like, I'm expecting more. If you read comic books, you understand. Once the big, massive story arc is over, it's on to the next thing. Once Civil War was over, they killed Captain America. Spoiler if you don't remember the comic books. They killed Captain America. Everybody went back to just regular stuff. X-Men versus the Avengers. Once the dust settled, everything went back to normal. Once this massive Spider-Man, you know what I'm saying, series is over with, guess what? Spider-Man goes back to having regular rinky-dinky confrontations. That's what it is. Like a TV show. A TV show builds and builds and builds. Has those last 2 to 3 episodes for the season. Boom. Ends off with a bang. Next season, we start it over again. Maybe you have a little left over from the last joint, a little something to keep the intrigue going into it. But then you hit that point where it's just character development. And that's what's happening right now. A lot of these movies are trying to play the long game, and the movie fans are like, nah, we're not. No. Because again, I think I did this a few years ago. Right? A couple of years ago when we were talking about the Marvel Phase 1 and Phase 2. All the movies weren't good. You were just waiting for the build-up. You were waiting for the finale. And you got a great one in Infinity War and Endgame. People aren't that patient anymore. Now they want everything to be that hit them out the park joint. Supergirl was a character development story. You saw her in a bad place, and at the end she shook it off. We moved on. A shorty girl gets her family gets murdered. She's in vengeance mode. While hunting these people down, you find out, oh, these people are out here grabbing females from other planets, and it's a sex trade, sex slave rink. You know what I'm saying? They're out here transporting these women to other planets. Lobo is out here looking for somebody who's within that crew for a bounty. He ain't even after the action. He don't care nothing about that. He's after his dude. So that's where he comes in at. But you then find out, yeah, this dude is creepy. Is a big time creep. Not only that, he's transporting these female aliens across the galaxy to wherever they got to go. And the only reason she was even involved, Supergirl, is because the big bad guy, the villain of the thing, I don't even know my man's name, pincushion face, I don't know. He messed around and popped off a dart up in Crypto, and Crypto's sick. Crypto had 3 days, and if she couldn't come through in 3 days, Crypto gone. So she like, now I guess I got to go after this dude. I'm gonna come with you. Yeah, sure, whatever. Then people were like, well, Supergirl, spoilers, I don't care. Supergirl killed again. That's not the Supergirl you're thinking of. That's not the Supergirl you're thinking of. The Supergirl you're thinking of is all bubbly and cool and just, oh my God, Clark. Oh my God, Superman. Hey, oh my God. Bratty a little bit. No. This Supergirl has issues. This Supergirl watched her parents die. This Supergirl really didn't want to be on Earth. This Supergirl has a little disdain towards Clark. It's kind of like, oh, our planet blew up and what survivors we had left, I watched die. You're just hanging out over here in the cold, just kicking in and just like, yay. I don't know, bro. I'm gonna go back to another. I'm gonna travel a little bit. I'm good. Nah, I'm alright. You know what I'm saying? Grief. Like, cool with the needle drops and all that and the comical moments, but at the end of the day, when you push all of the needle drops in the comedy scenes and even the action and the banter she has, whether it's with the people that were trying to hijack the plane, the ship, the bus, I don't know what that was, or with the little girl or whatever, or even with Lobo. At the end of the day, there is a heavy amount of grief in her, and she just, that was her way of expressing it. Just do whatever with the pain away. Just ignore it. Just try to find something to fill the void. And she was even trying to tell the little girl, you don't want that. I got stuff in my chest right now I can't get rid of. That's not gonna bring you peace. And she did it. And she did it because she was already over that hump. You know what I'm saying? She was like, I'll take that burden on for you. We've seen it in many movies, many TV shows. Man, don't do that, man. You're gonna waste your life. Then somebody else come and do it. I'll take that burden for you. You shouldn't have to live with that. I got it. People do that. The Rock. It was a show called Rock. Charles Dutton. Heavy D. One of my favorite rappers. Rest in peace. He played a dude who also, I think, worked with Rock. And he ended up shooting the drug dealer. Everybody thought it was going to be Rock. And it ended up being Heavy D. Because everybody knew Rock wanted to kill that dude. And it ended up being Heavy D. And all Heavy D said was, take care of my daughter. I took that burden on. We see this all the time. We see this all the time. What makes it different now? Oh, that's Supergirl. I wouldn't think about Supergirl like that. There's many iterations of Supergirl, Superman, Batman, X-Men, boom, boom, boom. And that's why, and I still stick with what I stick with. Man of Steel was great. Man of Steel, still to this day, I will defend Man of Steel, because Man of Steel wasn't Christopher Reeve's Superman, where they were still trying to give you 1930s Superman. Christopher Reeve's Superman was that. What you had over here with Man of Steel was today's Superman. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Costner was like, yo, I don't know why you say them people on that bus. What was I supposed to do? Let them drown? Maybe. He understood. He understood. And you know how you know he understood? Flashpoint comes, and what's happening? Supergirl, that Supergirl, is in a warehouse, is in a facility underground somewhere, and they're testing on her. They're trying to figure out her weaknesses. They're messing with her. They're manipulating her. They're messing her up. In the comic books, it's that way too with Superman. The Superman Red Sun joint, right? Where he was raised in Russia and he was part of the Russian propaganda. So Man of Steel is, here are two individuals who find this kid and they're like, we're going to raise you right. And we know what you can do. Don't go out here because the world isn't ready for you. They will take you and do all kind of stuff to you. And again, there's a movie that just came out, Disclosure Day. You see how that go? My man, they out here hunting these two people down to do stuff to them and experiment on them and figure them out. You find out you have a Kryptonian on your planet just hanging out. Yeah, you gonna try to, you know what I mean? That's why the gloom came from. The gloom came from, he couldn't stop. His dad was like, nah, don't try to save me. All these people will see who you really are. Don't do that. Stay low key, and died. This man was walking around with the same kind of grief Supergirl had. Watched her peoples die. He watched his father die. And what hit him even harder was, before that, they had just had an argument. Man, you ain't even my real daddy. So now he's just, Superman don't kill. Superman had to kill. It was either kill him or watch him kill that woman and the two children, right? I know that the beam was going close to, and your man did the sugar snap, and screamed out because he was like, yo, son, I ain't really want to do that. There's many iterations, and what we're hearing is, and again, with these comic book movies, you don't want them to be too serious and grounded and real. Don't take yourself too serious, but then you don't want them to be too hokey and goofy. There's no middle ground. Marvel is finding that out. There's no middle ground anymore. Like, the middle ground is gone. People to this day, when you go, yo, I like Guardians of the Galaxy, you know what you never hear anybody say? Guardians of the Galaxy 3. That got too real for them. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was too real. Guardians of the Galaxy is right there with Winter Soldier and Infinity War. Too real. It got too real. Those three Marvel movies got too real. Civil War is still held as one of the best, if not the best, Marvel movie. You know what I'm saying? Infinity War is right there. Because if you stop and think about it, and I had this conversation with somebody one time. If you stop and think about it, the parts where the segments where there's no Guardians of the Galaxy, Thor, Tony, and Peter Parker, everything else is serious. And they're sprinkled in. They're sprinkled in to give you that comic relief here and there. That is a very serious movie. And that's the thing. These other movies haven't figured out the way to do it. And then a lot of times they don't want to do it because they can't. And we could throw Spider-Man No Way Home, right? Which one was the one with the other two Spider-Man? That's the one, right? No Way Home. We could throw that in the mix too if you want to. It got too deep. And people will tell you, oh, now that I've seen it, I think it's overrated. It's just not what I thought I would expect. I wanted more. They tried to give you what you thought you wanted in the last scene with the big fight scene. They thought they tried to give you that, but it was not about. The movie itself got serious real quick. And that's thanks to Osborn. Real quick. And people weren't ready for that. They don't want seriousness in these comic book movies. And I don't know why. Couldn't tell you why. Because again, when you read comic books, it's serious. You go on these adventures with Batman. You go on these adventures with the Green Lanterns. You go on the adventures and you watch death and abuse happen with the X-Men. You watch all of this play out in these comic books. And then when they go, let's adapt it to movie, all you want is fun. Ooh, look, they look just like the comic book. Ooh, that was a funny joke. Ooh, look at watch that. You want great action scenes and fun. End of the day, there's nothing fun about the Phoenix Saga. Nothing. Nothing fun about End of Days. Nothing. There's nothing fun about none of that. At all. This real Civil War comic book, won't nothing fun about that. The lives that were lost in those comic books. The way they caught up with Peter Parker and put the beat down on Peter and the Punisher found them. You know what I'm saying? There's a comic book story where I think the Punisher kills almost everybody in the Marvel universe. Ain't nothing fun about that. What's fun about that? Y'all want these comic book movies to be a certain way and then at the same time be faithful to the source material, but the source material is dead serious, son. The Green Lantern show that's coming out, the trailer, the first batch of trailers, the issue was, it's not enough green. It's a story. The story. Y'all so caught up in that, but y'all ain't even trying to give the story a chance. Watchmen. HBO had a show called Watchmen, which, by the way, if you want to say something that started woke movement, that might be the one. Because that Tulsa history lesson that they gave you and the Hangman history lesson that they gave you, crazy. I look back at that every once in a while and go, yo, this was one of the Watchmen TV show with the great, and you got to say it that way, great Regina King is still one of the best TV, Marvel or DC, one of the greatest comic book TV shows ever. And they were not, quote unquote, faithful to the source material. It was an extension, and then dabbling into the lore and theories and all of that of the old joints of the Watchmen, which was just one series. So it had no prequels. It was just one boom. They put you in that moment in time, and people just built off of that, had ideas of what was jumping off and this, that, and the third. And Watchmen was dope. I can tell you right now, 2026, if that show came out in 2026 as is, every single thing the same way, it wouldn't be the pop off. It wouldn't. Nobody would rock with it. First of all, Regina King character would be just hated on. You know what I'm saying? The fact that they made them Dr. Manhattan a black man would be the thing that they be hating on. They wouldn't know what to do. It'd be a different situation. It came out when it came out, and that's a good thing. And again, it put the world, not just America, it put the world up on something that a lot of people weren't talked about. A lot of people didn't talk about. Tom Hanks infamously goes, I never knew nothing about this Tulsa situation. Why weren't we taught this in school? And that's Tom Hanks, far older than me. I was taught that in school. Not even as a actual history lesson. It was taught to me by a black history teacher. And he said, because we started talking about World War One, and as we got away from World War One, he was like, I'm gonna also tell y'all something. And he did one of these. He hiked up the slacks a little bit, and he sat on the corner of the desk, and he was like, yo, there's a thing called the Red Summer. A lot of major cities throughout, a lot of major black areas were burned down, destroyed. One of the most infamous ones is what they call Black Wall Street out there in Tulsa. And he went through the story. This is freshman year. Went through the story. A few years later, BET, back when BET was still black. BET was one of the last good things BET had going on. No, as a matter of fact, let me take that back. It wasn't BET. That was the History Channel. My bad, because if you go over one, yeah, BET. So it wasn't BET. My bad. I'm remembering the commercials now. It wasn't BET. It was the History Channel. The History Channel went in depth. 2 hours of telling you all the stuff that happened. And it was crazy. The news articles, the stuff that you found out as time, the stuff that they were now just discovering was also crazy. They're like, now they're starting to find out that, oh, the military offered to help decimate Black Wall Street with the airplane bombings and stuff. They offered to help because a lot of those brothers on the other side of the tracks in Black Wall Street, a lot of those brothers fought in World War One. And the last thing black soldiers really wanted to do was go back to this whole subservient thing of yes sir, no sir, okay sir, don't make eye contact. Nah, there's a joint called Mud, right? I think Mud, I might have it wrong, Mary J. Blige and all of them in it, and it's about two brothers it's about a black dude and a white dude. They both were in World War One, and the white dude's family is racist, and Mary J. Blige, the black dude's family is Mary J. Blige and them, and they work for these people. And he comes back home, and the racist grandfather, the racist father to the dude who was in World War II, sees him coming out, the getting ready to come out the store through the front door, and he got his goons with him. Like, yo, where you going? I'm going home, sir. Oh, you done been at the wall and did all that, man. You forgot what it's like down here? Back door. And he was standing his ground. Black men were losing their lives for feeling like, I'm a man. I fought for this country. I almost died for this country. I watched other men die for this country. I refuse to come back home and have to be like belittling myself to please you. That ain't what we doing. And that's what you had over there in Tulsa. And it was like, yo, the government was like, oh, y'all want to go to war with them? And you know, they got some soldiers over there. Them dudes is marksmith, son. Like they armed up. I mean, I got a couple of handguns here and there, but they got them joints on them, son. They got stuff they done brought back. You know what I'm saying? They out here with the boom boom bip. You know what I mean? They out here looking like smoking stacks in centers. When my man cracked open the joint, it was Rambo. Nah, word, we got y'all for real with that. Yo, let me know when y'all want to do it. Okay, this is the day we gonna do it. Okay, we coming through. That's how it went. That's how it went. Things is just crazy, son. It's crazy out here. You know what I mean? We will never go back to the days of Christopher Reeves and Adam West, Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. We ain't gonna go back to them days. And I know you're thinking to yourself, man, you talked about a whole bunch of stuff and you just went right back to the comic book stuff. Yes, because that's where it all started. I'm sorry. Y'all, I know it's been a while for a couple of y'all listeners. If you're new listeners, this is me. I will veer off and try to bring it back. All the faithful listeners, I'll be peeping my joint. Some of y'all are still coming back trying to see if there's something new. We coming with the new. We trying to play catch up. We trying to play catch up. But for those who know, this is how I do. Y'all understand? This is what makes me me. I got to be me. Anyway, thank y'all for listening, man. This episode is about, and again, I will have to come up with a title for it. The fact that they were debating slavery while trying to become the United States. Thank y'all for listening. Y'all do what we do. Y'all know how we get down. East Coast, West Coast, worldwide, Lost Boys. Don't nobody understand. We be doing it. I felt like I was about to start, you know what I'm saying, neck twisting like a bride for a minute. Yeah, I don't. Ain't no masculine way to be rhyming like that, son. Ain't no. I came in the pain, the thing that ain't no masculine. Ain't nothing masculine about that, son. You did that sounds like, you know what I'm saying. I would say it sounds like you pee sitting down, but doctors say that's the best way to pee. Go figure. The Chinese people, whether it's Japan or China, one of them places is up on it like that, where they sit down peeing. Like the dudes just be like, yeah, son, it feel good. And it's like you get more pee out your system. Like, word? For real? So what y'all do when y'all in public? Then you realize the Japanese people just clean up all the time. They just beautifully sanitary people. Because ain't no way I'm going up into a public bathroom to pee sitting down in them nasty toilets in public. Ugh. No. It would never be that thing. That would never be a thing. Anyway, thank y'all for rocking. We gonna get down. We gonna holler at y'all next time. Let's get into it. Yes. Hey, look. I don't know what we doing. We out here rocking. Y'all keep popping. Look, I'm dropping the phone. I don't know where I'm at. Anyway, you know what we do. You know how we get down. This is how we do. It's that time of the night and my life is like, this is for my people trying to figure where we go. This is for the, I better stop. But anyway, it's the 4th. And that's my phone alert me about some stuff. As we, and a lot of this stuff that I'm about to say, hold on, no, we gotta do it the right way. Take it from the top. We gonna take it from the top. This moment in American history. Yeah. A lot of this, some of this, most of this, almost all of this, I would have put on the white people history joint. But, because it's the 4th, we need to do it like this. Because here's the thing. We love to talk about how great this country is. And we always, I ain't gonna say we, because not us. But what always seems to get pushed to the side is the slavery. It's the slavery joint. That's the thing that always seems to, they try to keep it right there. They be like, nah, son, we need that. But it was really out here debated about. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all understand. They was out here going, yo, we want to be, you know what I'm saying, separate from the British. We don't want that. We want to be our own thing. And as they were saying that, there were people in their ear going, yo, that's all dope. But what about these people? What about those people? What about them? Like if we talking about everybody got to be free, what about the slaves? Yeah, I understand what you're saying. And they were actually like the words of, you know what I'm saying, the idea that God created all men equal. That would, you know what I'm saying, that was the stuff that had them tripping. You know what I'm saying? And they were like, yo, how do you do this? Like, how do we make this happen, but we ain't freeing them? And it was a debate. Mostly the southern states was out here like, nah, son, I can't let y'all let that be. And that was how that went. They was really out here fighting on it. Quakers in Philadelphia were the first people to abolish slavery. To be like, yeah, son, we're good. We We ain't doing this. You know what I'm saying? And they did that like a year or so after. You know what I'm saying? We talking the Revolutionary War was like, you know what I'm saying? That was like right before they even did it. Because in 1775, they even opened a school to educate newly freed black people. You know what I'm saying? And it was one of those things. Virginians even were like, yo, Thomas Jefferson, who gets vilified because he's a contradiction all across the board. Trust me on that. We ain't even talking about the fact he had a shorty on the side who, if you know the history of her, she's related somehow to his wife. That's a whole nother joint, son. That's a whole nother thing. But he was out here, I don't know if y'all know, Thomas Jefferson was out here on some Inquiring Minds, TMZ scandalous stuff. He was out here scandalizing on them. He was putting people's business out there in the newspaper. Like, yeah, you know, so-and-so, they got a little Negro baby. Yeah, they be out here with one of they little pretty so-and-sos. I think her name is, what's her name, what they call her? Elizabeth, yeah. Yeah, no, not the tall Elizabeth, short Elizabeth. You know what I'm saying? Her hair ain't that long, her lips is kind of thick, her breast is kind of big. Yeah, she about like 5'6", little thick thing. And you know, you get to write in the description to somebody like, bruh, you way too in detailed on this. I'm just saying, I seen her one time and I was like, yo, dang Elizabeth. Because all of them dudes was out here, had that taste for chocolate, but you had to keep it on the low. And Thomas Jefferson was putting their business out there, like, ha 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 ha, while he was doing his thing. But that's a whole other conversation. He was flip-flopping a lot. Sometimes he was cool, other times he was like, nah, money funny though. We need them though. That's free labor. We ain't gonna act like we ain't about that life. Now, as they were starting to expand westward, they were actually debating on should slavery continue when they talking about going out there to what is now Illinois and Michigan and Ohio and all that. And it was a debate. Wow, simultaneously, because it's the other side. They get their freedom. They get to be who they are. America, the United States of America. And they look towards the west and the north. And they go, we need to expand, bro. But what about the treaties we done gave these native tribes? That was the joint they had with the British people. That was when we was under the British law. We us now. I don't know. I don't think we should follow on that. Hey, man, we want this back now. We want all of this too. For real? Yeah, hold on. Y'all paid us some money. Y'all took some of our livestock. You took a couple of our women. Don't act like we ain't see y'all take some of y'all women. It ain't like y'all traded us with none of y'all women. Nah, that's an abomination, son. We can't do that. But for real? But y'all got that ain't and then we're just forcing them out the spots that they told them they could have. Like, yeah, y'all can have that because we got this, we good. Okay, cool. Alright. Then they set up their shop and then it was like, we want that too. So y'all want to negotiate again? Nah, son, negotiations is over. You see the people behind me? Guns is up. This is ours now. We give y'all like 24 hours. What is it, 24 hours? By tomorrow night, this time. So whatever time, y'all know how to tell time? Stand in front of the shadow. See whatever that is? Yeah, when the shadow hit that rock, the same way, when we come through, y'all better be gone. They was out here wilding, son. They was really out here being that thing. And slavery, as we know it, they kept, like I said, they were like, nah, we're not gonna let it go out there to the west as we move westward. But there was places that still, as we know, still did it. You know what I'm saying? Virginia in itself, and that's the cool thing about the whole West Virginia thing. Virginia was so diverse and split up that when it got down to time to pick sides, as you with the Union or the Confederate, you know what I'm saying? Virginia that I'm from, the 757 was like, yo, son, we need these people. And on the western side of Virginia, which then becomes West Virginia, they was like, we don't. Nah, we're not the same kind of Virginians, bro. We good. Clip became two different joints. That's our country, man. We have always debated on what to do. They've always debated on what to do with us. You know what I mean? It's just, yeah. We got our freedom, supposedly. Then we were segregated, and they came up with new laws to lock us up and do all kind of stuff to us. You know what I'm saying? Keep us from do you know the concept of a resume is directly points back to racism? You know what I'm saying? We need you to verify that you are who you are and you have worked where you work. What's going on? During the days of back in the day of slavery and freemen's and all that, they had to have resumes. They had to know who you was rocking with before they could even give you a chance to rock out. After slavery, they ain't even giving people jobs, son. Think about how hard your hatred has to be, how deep-seated you got to be. These people are no longer your property, but you know, they good for it. They know how to handle the livestock. They know how to farm. They know how to build. They know how to weld. And you're like, we're good. I can't see myself paying you to do the stuff that I know you can do. It's a wild joint, son. I'm just saying, when we celebrate the 4th of July, it ain't all fireworks and dudes with the drums and the flutes and the doop deep voice dude in the back on your documentary. In America, they had fought, and they fought for their freedom. Then they get the one dude who comes out of nowhere and then does a George Washington speech, and then he turns and it fades to black, and then there's a dude falling down, and then there's the British dudes running off on the ships and going back. Nah, son. It's different. It's a lot deeper than that. It's the fact that these dudes was really out here arguing what to do about slavery. Slavery was a priority. It was a thing. You know what I'm saying? That ain't just a little segment where a cool song comes in on Hamilton. They was really like that, son. It was really dope. It was what we gonna do, bro? You know what I mean? But anyway, I just wanted to just put that out there. This is that moment of history. Cause we gon'. Cause every time, you know what I'm saying? Especially, and it's weird, like I said, Wednesday, this is the time. It's almost like it's predestined that Trump would be the president now. Cause watching it on TV, it's almost like Fox is so desperately wants a monopoly to show patriotism. I'm not a patriot type of person. You know what I'm saying? I'm more I'm cool with it. You know what I mean? If I'm gonna go out somewhere and party, I'm cool. But don't be asking me to be dressing up and stuff, putting on no USA shirts and hats and all that old wild stuff and come up in that joint. Cause then they be like, yeah, son, let's have reenactments we're back in the 1776. And they say that with a straight face while looking at me. I'm sorry, but what state are we talking about? I guess Philadelphia. Well, okay, maybe I'll go. I'm talking about North Carolina, Florida. I'm good. I feel like that Frederick Douglass joint. Y'all ain't talking about me at that point. We're good. But anyway, let's get back into the music and do what we do. Legal Crime Radio. Y'all know how we do. Let's go. Yes. Look, I sound all like Froggy from the little rap. Yes, we gon' get them alfalfa. Yo, salute to the shorties that be out here sounding like that. Just be raw, rough, and think they sexy too. Be trying to be sexy. You acting like you don't want to come over here and feel on my body. You be like, ugh. Shh, don't say nothing. Let the vibe do it for us. You don't want to. I'm good, Mom. I'm good. Then you gotta leave mad. Man, she was cracking. They be like, man, you can look past that. Nah, you really can't. Cause ain't nothing like that whispering in your, I think I want to be with you. Nope. Get up. Just put your clothes on. Be like, nah, I'm good. Don't call me. Forget my number. Ever call me again. Never. Anyway, it's time for me to go. My bad, y'all. Gotta get out here. The sun is down. I think it's supposed to rain, but the sun is down. We gonna get out and cook while the sun ain't out. You know what I mean? But anyway, 1 to the 2 to the 4th of July. We like, they say you only live once. That's a lie. You only die once. So anytime that your God allows you to get out here and continue your journey, please show the world the best version of you. Y'all be safe. Peace. And I mean that. Don't be out here wilding. Stay out the way. You know what I mean? We want everybody to see, not just tomorrow, but whenever, man. We want us to do it like that. We gonna do it like that. Cause I'm peace like that. I'm black like that. We cool like that. And I'm out. Diggable planets, baby.
This is a Soul of Art presentation.